Welcome back for episode 2 of SV Cameo. This week we go from Monserrat through Guadalupe and then on to Martinique. We make our way through French bakeries, lots of bakeries, dodge a tropical storm, and visit a zoo in the rainforest in Martinique.
Every dawn breaks through the same old routine. Task assigned and deadlines loom.
So every good journey.
Does not use a compass.
No. Oh, we're gonna get hate for that one. You just hate Baden.
I am.
All right. Every journey, every passage, no matter how long or how short, anchorage hopping or island hopping starts with the obligatory double beep. Thumbs of steel. Engines are running. Right engine is spitting. Left engine is spitting. We're about to pull anchor, but there is one last thing we have to do before we start the anchor process. And that is to say a toast to Poseidon. Mr. Poseidon, please grant us a safe voyage first, and an expensive voyage second, and a fun voyage third. And if you would grant us a few fish along the way, we will fill our bellies with them and thank you. And of course, you never let your homies drink alone. Pull up the bridle. Double click forward. Forward on the left. Neutrals on the right, forward on the left. Double forward. Plan your exit. Anchor's up, you got the ball.
So one of the things we love to do under passage is to fish. So once we are safely out of our anchorage and our course is set and there's no crab pots, because inevitably there's always crab pots, Blaine will get the poles ready. We typically have one pole on both the left side and the right side so that we have two opportunities to catch fish. Unfortunately, on this trip, we did not get any fish, and a lot of that is because of sargassum.
So one thing my family always asks me, and people always want to know, is how's the fishing? How's the fishing? My stepbrother even commented on one of my Facebook posts that says, all I can imagine you doing is eating fish. Fish. Problem is, if you look out there, it is nothing but floating patches of sargassum. Every time we drop a line, we end up just catching salad. There's a liatus patch. It's bad season for sargassum, and it's never ending. So if anybody has any tips and tricks to getting your lure under the water enough to where it's not picking up sargassum, I would like a fish dinner. But there is an entire island of sargassum out there. GoPros are really hard to zoom in on, but you can see sargassum as far as you can see.
Good evening from Guadalupe, with the beautiful sunset behind us. So we left this morning at 5:43, and we pulled in here right about 4:45, so about 11 hours from Monserrat, and we are in Guadalupe. It is pretty beautiful. So this is the anchorage that we are in for tonight. We actually might be here for a little bit. There's kind of a storm coming. Nothing major. But we are anchored for tonight. Oh, doesn't it look so cute? I'm excited to go to land tomorrow. So customs is already closed. So we have our Q flag up. And dinner, we have leftovers for dinner. And we'll just hang out here, play video games with our friends tonight, and go to shore tomorrow. I'm excited to check out that place. More to come tomorrow. Bye.
So we sat back and enjoyed our first sunset in Guadalupe as we prepared for going into shore tomorrow to do customs and show you all the dinghy dance in the morning. So this is how we get our car out of the garage. And again, the Nigerian prince, which we will go over. Even though I gave him the points that I needed it connected to so it fit between our solar arch, it doesn't.
And it gets stuck on this pole over here. And under passage, we have to like tie it down really tight so it's not crashing into that.
So, release it. Now at this point, the design issues aren't necessarily with the Nigerian prince and Upboats who makes it. But the davit system, which is this whole rigging system, lowers the boat into the water. Now anybody who knows anything about boats knows that the boat will always be facing into the wind, and so the wind and waves are always going to be pushing the dinghy further away. So we have to do what's called the dinghy dance anytime we want to go somewhere.
And Blaine gets to do the dinghy dance because I'm not good at it.
Also, you'll see a cover on the front. There's a hole there. That cover was made kind of with the dinghy dance in mind. And it starts with the morning stretch. And then the pull. And then you get to swing around. But without this board here, this is what I used to have to do.
And luckily, the sea state right now is pretty nice.
It's St. Martin.
So it's super easy. I'm going to say easy, even though I don't like to do it, for him to get into the dinghy. But when the waves are rocking, I mean, it's really hard, really, really hard to get into the boat.
And then I'll put a picture on the screen of what happens to your ribs when you miss the dinghy dance.
I missed the dinghy dance and broke my ribs. And now we are going at Guadalupe. Get checked in.
Jack?
No, I don't think it's this. I think that's the fuel dock.
Oh, yep, two.
It's back in that back corner. It might be that big white building. But yeah, I don't think we can park in here, is my guess. Oh, one of them's that shack right there.
What?
One of them is one of these little white shacks it talks about. Oh, floater. Yeah, this looks like a dead end.
It looks like you can tie up here at the end. All right. Maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, let's just go to the main dock then.
Okay. Well, technically, we're not supposed to go anywhere but the customs dock. If that's customs right there, then there's buoys. See right there? We can just tie up
over
right
there.
Over there. So we just got done with customs. $10 in a little shack. What was that?
There's a crab.
Oh.
Ready to hitch a ride.
Yeah. So, and now we're gonna go to the dinghy dock in town and hopefully find Marnie a French bakery.
Ooh, I got some land sickness going on.
It was a rough passage. A boat we follow on TikTok left St. Kitts yesterday at the same time we left Monserrat. I'm not saying we were faster, but we beat them here. We did start about 50 miles ahead of them. And they only came in like 15-20 minutes after us. That's sad. But they actually took film on the crossing and how horrible it was. But I gotta get in this dinghy and we're gonna go try and find some French food. Right up from the dinghy dock, like they know what everybody's here for. A pastry shop. Do you think I can get her to stop and talk? No.
I'm on a mission.
Yeah. I hope there's no cars on that street because she's not stopping. Oh, you can smell it. Oh. And here we have both me and Marnie trying to read a French menu, or pretending to read a French menu, when neither of us speaks French. This reminds me of a Viva La Dirt skit. Oh, panini. I recognize that word. I'm assuming bouffe is beef. I know poulette is chicken.
I don't know what menu
I don't know. We're about to find out though.
We're out to dinner, and here is my dinner. It's a chicken panini and some fries. And Blaine got a burger over here that comes with gloves. It's gonna be a good burger.
So after filling up on wonderful French food, we went back to the boat because the storms are still brewing out there and we have to move on. But we will visit these islands again. The sun sets with full bellies. We get ready to move on down to Martinique. Good morning from Guadalupe. And that's the southernmost point lighthouse of Guadalupe. That was our anchorage for last night. Captain Marnie is at the helm. Fishing poles are out. And we're off for another 11 hours heading south. We should be at the southern tip of Dominica if we follow our plan. If not, we'll be somewhere. There is a tropical wave coming. Next Friday, it looks like it's turning into a tropical storm. The German model has it as a nothing burger. The European model has it as a tropical storm. And the American model has it a little more aggressive than that, like right before it starts to spin. So it's heading right for this island. So we got a week. We're in no real worry about being here when that happens. What we're worried about is those models are models, and if it heads further south at the same rate we are, we're gonna run into it. If it heads further north, we could have stayed here longer, but we're taking no chances. And that's why instead of sitting here and enjoying all these islands, we are getting the heck out of Dodge. Let's hope for a good sail. And let's do our last morning ritual, which is, of course, taking care of Poseidon. I mean, that's so thick it rises out of the water over there. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera as well. But that's a floating island. Oh, sorry, guys. Like if I was to fall off this boat, I'd probably swim towards that and just ride it to the next island. How's Captain Marnie doing?
No fishies.
No fishies. No wind.
Yeah, no wind either. It's kind of like
But
today.
no waves today. So, you know, what's the song? Motoring? That's what we're doing.
But it is really pretty over there.
Yes. Even when you're just motoring, I don't know. I think the views beat driving down I-5 any day. So we left Deschamps, Guadalupe, which is on the north end. That's Marigot, not Marigot in St. Martin, that's Marigot, Guadalupe. And then we're going to the very southern tip of...
And then we're coming up on Bel Air.
Oh, we're coming up on Bel Air?
We're coming up on Bel Air.
Okay. So yeah, we're heading to the southern tip of Guadalupe to jump across to the Dominica, where I think we're just going to make a Q stop there, and then to Martinique. And these islands look amazing. I want to explore them all on the way back up. But right now, we are in the end of July. And anybody who knows about hurricanes knows that the only thing more attracted to Marnie than me is hurricanes. She can find a hurricane. She can find a hurricane in a trailer park in the middle of Arkansas. I mean, well, I guess Arkansas. You did find a hurricane in Arkansas.
I what?
You did deal with a hurricane in Arkansas. You were there with Katrina.
After Katrina.
Well, Dominica is saying welcome to us. Look at that rainbow.
Somebody play with me. After a quick Q stop in Dominica because the tropical storm was still headed our way, we sailed off the very next morning to head for St. Pierre, Martinique. We promptly went to bed and checked in the next morning. May or may not have stopped by a couple of French bakeries. And then we found a rainforest that had a very beautiful botanical garden and zoo.
The nice thing is, as we walk through these gardens, we get to see where the different stores are, laundromat, stuff like that. Now, we don't plan on being in Martinique that long this time. I think we're leaving tomorrow, actually. And if you're watching this, Melvins, we're planning on leaving tomorrow. That doesn't mean we are leaving tomorrow.
Well, we're leaving this Anchorage, but we're still staying in Martinique.
Right. So our daily guilt trip will still be there.
Black sand. I'm guessing because of volcanoes.
Yes. Black sand beaches.
It's been that way the past couple islands, right? Like Guadalupe and Monserrat. Well,
Yeah.
we didn't go to shore in Monserrat.
On our way to the botanical gardens, we find this intersection where the road splits directions, and they just got park benches and I don't know, statues. It's nice. I like it. Up there, you can. Up there, I'll try and zoom in when I edit. But up there is the Virgin Mary. She glows at night. It's very pretty. I'll use my big camera tonight and try and get a shot of it. But yeah, I can see her from here. I don't know if you can. Stopping at this lookout point. You can look way over there and see Cameo and see how far we walked. But then we were looking over here, and that guy's up his mast.
And this is where we're going to anchor tonight, right?
That's where we should be anchoring tonight, yep. So, things in the boating world that tell you. One, looking at his tender, I could tell you that's a Wally boat. Kind of one I wanted, but I couldn't find it when we needed one. Looking at the red rolling furler sail and the blue color stack pack makes me think it's an ex-Sunsail boat. So that guy's got a lot of work cut out for him. We know. But it's weird to be looking down on a guy on the mast.
Isn't it?
Kind of a great view. But this is St. Pierre. And tomorrow morning we'll head that way.
To La Marine.
To La Marine. Marnie's favorite thing. Hills.
So at the zoo and botanical garden, we really enjoyed it. To be honest, zoos aren't normally our thing. We really don't like to see animals in cages. We would much prefer them in their natural habitat, being able to be free and be themselves. However, we were really impressed with this particular place. It was very neat. They also, part of the structure of it was that they had, it used to be a rum distillery. And so everything was kind of built in and around the ruins of that. The animals seemed really happy. They were fed well and everything was clean and nice. All over the place we saw groundskeepers that were keeping everything together. So it was a really great place to visit. Back over there is a tortoise. He's sleeping.
I can't wait to get to Helena Island and see the tortoise there.
Where
is Francis?
Where's Helena Island?
That's the one that's in the middle of the Atlantic that was brought over. The turtle's been there since before man arrived on the island.
Oh, there's another one. He's a little more awake. Taking a sunshade. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Huh. Look it up later.
Oh, and little guys. 1, 2, 3. And a dove. Like snakes. Oh, what is this little guy? Oh, a monkey. He's super cute. And a tortoise.
I believe that the monkey and the tortoise can coexist peacefully.
They can.
Oh, it's got a little perch.
Oh, there's another one over there. So yeah, so anyways, this So if you see like all these rocks and stuff, I'm assuming that's showing because I can't see it. These rock walls and stuff, I'm guessing, I'll have to do a little more research, are the ruins from the sugar plantation and stuff. See if I can get a closer view of this little guy. Oh, he's up on the fence. Oh. He's so cute.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I guess I'm recording. Iguanas. Seen lots of those in our day. I would think. Oh, and a radiated tortoise.
Back in the corner.
Oh yeah. And an iguana. I'm surprised he stays in there. Maybe they're friends. And the dragonflies. Native to Madagascar, the tortoise. Oh, and we got another ancient rum factory. So this is where the old rum factory used to be.
That's how it's bigger than the main house?
Right? And the hospital. Got a big stack up there. More cane toads and common iguanas. And dragonflies. Oh, we get to see the inside of the rum distillery. Sugar
Smasher.
So they still, I got to see a much smaller one of these when I was in Cuba. We did it by hand. Uh-oh, there's a 5-person match.
What are you trying to say?
That makes me nervous.
Huh?
If they put a max on something, it's like, ah!
Rope bridges, hate snakes. We got our own Indiana Jane here.
Right?
Ba-da-bum-bum.
Don't be mean. I know you.
I'm holding a camera. I wouldn't risk the expensive stuff.
Never.
What? I'm just walking and looking at this beautiful babbling brook. Stares at him.
Oh, he's on the move.
Speed racer turtle.
A yellow-footed tortoise. So yeah, this is all the ruins.
From the sugar plantation?
Yeah, sugar plantation and rum distillery is what I read. Those are either jackfruit or breadfruit, I think.
This is the stable, this is the housemaster's former house.
Oh, does it? Oh, it shows.
So, this outbuilding is the house was reserved for the master. It could accommodate horses to ride for a carriage, but also welcoming visitor mounts.
Oh, the wife must not have been a good cook. The kitchen was always outside the main house to prevent fires.
This moment of silence brought to you by a man who does not want to be hit.
What?
Look at those big fruit.
Breadfruit or jackfruit, I think. No sign. And where do we exit? Well, of course, there's a gift shop. Join us next week as we sail from the southern tip of Martinique on an overnight passage to Carriacou, which is the northern island of the mainland of Grenada. It's about 24 miles north of the mainland of Grenada. And while we're here, we visit some great sandy beaches, we meet up with friends, and we get started on boat work, even if sometimes it's not our boat.